Hello fams, welcome to Diary TV. Of course, I remain your humble host, Divine Favor, A Woggle. Here is to another interesting gist I'm gonna bring to your decks right now. Yes, it's actually flying all over the net, and I'm very sure some of you might have been conversant with this story already. But here is the full gist about what's going on. Clip about the pastor's daughter viral video going all around the net right now. Welcome once again to your favorite channel, Diary TV, and of course, I remain Divine Favor, A Woggle. Well, speculations have it already that this is actually a pastor's daughter. Well, we're about to dive into some serious tea today, and I'm unpacking the story that's got the internet in a chokehold. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, the pastor's daughter viral video. Now, social media is buzzing, X is on fire, and the drama, it is thick. Well, the story is wild. It's got everything: privacy, scandals, faith, family, and a whole lot of public opinions. But we are breaking it down. Of course, I'll be breaking it down into 5 juicy segments so you guys can really get the full gist. What happened is, who is involved, how it leaked, what people are saying, and what it all means. Well, just grab your snacks, get comfy, and let's jump in before we start. Shout out to our local viewers. Drop a Diary TV in the comments if you're ready for this. Now let's kick things off with the background of this viral saga. Alright fam, let's set the stage for this drama. This story comes straight out of Ivory Coast, where a young woman, or let me say a young lady because I think she's still a teenager. Yes, the daughter of a prominent pastor has become the talk of the internet. Now, according to reports from Ghana Web, GhPage, and Post-Flooding X, a private video featuring this young lady went viral, and it's got everyone shocked. Now, we are keeping this 100% respectful, so no explicit details. But here is the core of the gist. Please, I really want you guys to maintain respect for this conversation. Yes. Well, the video, reportedly made up of 4 short clips, shows her in a private, intimate moment with her boyfriend. Here's the kicker: this was not meant for public eyes. Yes, sources like GhPage said it was recorded without her consent being given for it to be shared. Can you imagine? Something so personal, like out there for the world to see. It's still unclear, who leaked it or how it got out, but by May 13th, 2025, X posts were already calling it the trending leak video. By May 14th, it was everywhere, like blogs, group chats, you just name it. Every social media handles and channels were ready on it, like it was the talk of the town, the talk of the net. Everybody had it. Now let's talk about the family here. The pastor in question, who is a big figure in his community, hasn't been named in most reports, and neither has his daughter. Honestly, that's probably for the best to protect their privacy, of course. But because of his status, this isn't just another viral video, like it's a full-blown scandal, guys. Christians online are shocked, the church community is feeling the heat, and even debates are popping off. Even I myself as a Christian, like this thing weighed on me. It weighed on me because I know exactly how it feels for someone's nudes to be out there in the public. This actually makes me reflect back to a popular musician, that is the person of Tiwa Savage, when hers leaked, and I understand all the whole saga behind the story. I understood how she had to handle the whole thing because a lot of contracts would actually be withdrawn from her. The stigma is still there, and it's really so hard to actually raise up, back to the society. At least that was actually an adult, a full-blown adult. But this we are talking about, this person here is a young girl child, a teenager for that matter. Now, why does this hit so hard? Well, being a pastor's kid comes with a spotlight, and people have expectations. Now, before we move on though, let me ask you guys, have you seen a story like this, like something like this blow up before? As for me, as a Christian and even in Nigeria here, I have never heard of it. A pastor's daughter, the nude pictures leaking on net and all that. I have never seen it before. But if you have, please drop a comment and let me know. So, well, that's the foundation of this gist. But the big question is, how did this private moment end up online? Well, let's dive into the messy details of the leak next. Of course, up next on my gist, this is actually the leak, how it happened and all the shit that happened, behind it. Well, okay, fams, now we're getting to the nitty gritty, yeah? How in the world did this private video go from someone's phone to the entire internet? This is where things get murky, and honestly a little unsettling. According to GhPage, the video was shared without the young woman's consent, which raises some serious red flags for sure, because what was it, a hack? Like a betrayal by someone she trusted, or maybe, I don't know, a cloud account got breached? Well, as for me, I don't have concrete answers yet, and I'm not really here to throw out wild guesses, but let me just break it all down, what I actually know about it. Now, in 2025, our lives are all over our devices, right? Yes, photos, videos, messages, it's all there. The thing is, about this thing, you would not be able to actually have the words to say, to come out there to talk about things like this if you are not experienced, or rather, I would not use the word experience because it's not good to have it as an experience. The word I'm going to use is victim. Yes, if one hasn't fallen victim of this, I don't think the person will be able to actually feel the stigma of what this will actually cost the victim involved. Yes, so I'm talking of a place of victimization here, and I'm talking of a place of experience. Yes, because was a young girl in school then, and it was so bad that I was in the institution and something similar to this happened, but not really exactly as this, not that bad. This is something that is how will I just put the word, It happened in my school then, and the victim in question was a very close friend, and I understood the stigma, the trauma, and everything the person passed through. It is hell. It is really hell. It is hell. Now, as for this little girl, I don't know if her phone got hacked, accounts got compromised, or sometimes people just do shady things like sharing stuff they shouldn't, like post on X, like one from at Agososa 15 saying finally found the full video, or even at Kwaku 4K hyping it up with links. It shows how fast this spread, and that's the truth. Things that are bad like this will just spread like wildfire in the net, and you'll be like, how did this thing just go around the world like that? Yes, it's bad things that spread faster than good things. You should know this in our country now. Well, those posts racked up thousands of views in hours. Of course, why won't it? And let me just say, we are not even clicking those links, okay? Protect your peace, please. But here's the real talk. When something like this happens, guys, it's not just a video going viral. It's someone's life being turned upside down. This young woman didn't sign up for this. And the fact that she's a pastor's daughter makes it even more intense. The stigma will be that bad. Now, people have this image of religious families being perfect. So when something like this drops, man, the judgment comes quick. So quick. Before we move to the next segment, think about this now. Have you ever had something private shared without your permission? That's a violation, guys. It is a violation. Well, let's keep that in mind as we talk about how the public's reacting to this whole saga. Buckle up, because the internet is still a wide place. Well, fams, the internet is a straight up battlefield right now, honestly, about this whole saga. The reactions to this viral video are actually coming in hot, and they are all over the place. But let's just unpack the ones that I've actually got covered for you guys. On one side, we've actually got folks who are outraged, like Ghana Web and GhPage reported that some Christians online are already demanding the pastors address this publicly. Some are even going as far as saying he should step down from his role or shut down his church because this leaked, or his daughter's actions. So supposedly tarnished his reputation. I don't know. That's really harsh for me. That's really harsh. On X, post like one from at Tiffany 254 years KE. Actually, that one said this video will leave you shocked. They are hyping up the drama and they've even got thousands of likes. Like others are even dragging the young woman, judging her choices and questioning her family values. Comments like, how could a pastor's daughter do this? As a matter of fact, as I even yesterday, I saw one on the internet and they were like saying that people she actually made dealings with was people from her father's church. Yes, and they actually young men from her dad's church. And from what I actually heard, they said the little girl, she made doings with almost all the male parties in the church. But well, that's what is popping up everywhere. It's giving Judgment Central. But wait, guys, there's another side, and I'm actually here for it. Now, Ghana Web noted something that a lot of people are calling for empathy. They're like, hold on. This was a private moment. For real, that's a private moment. And it wasn't her fault it leaked. Some users on X are actually urging folks to stop sharing the video and show some grace. And that's the truth. Because from my own perspective, from my own side, if I should actually talk about this, like I am doing right now, but from my own point of views, it's uncalled for. I believe that they should trace the person who leaked it, how it was leaked, and they should really just gather up information about this. Because this is bad. Like, this is totally bad. This is totally bad. And one post I saw said, let's pray for her instead of judging her, which is true. That's actually the energy we need, because this young girl, you don't know the kind of trauma this girl is going to be into right now. Like, depression can set in, and before you know it, someone will be thinking of attempting suicide. This is stigmas like this lives for years to years after years, even when she's married, even when she's supposed to get married. The stigma, just look at it. Imagine you coming out of the streets as the pastor, like the father of the girl, and people are saying, oh, that's the pastor that this happened to, that day, that on the net, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this girl in question, that the father is a pastor that did this, that did that. And imagine this young girl in school, the trauma she's going to face through her colleagues, like colleagues or her classmates, yes, her classmates, and even people, friends on her street and all that. Then there's the church community itself. Imagine the tension in those pews. GhPage mentioned that church members are divided. Like, some want the pastor to make a big statement, others just want this whole thing to disappear. It's a whole lot. Like, this story is serving drama, but it's also a human story with real emotion. Like, you can even see it in my voice, you can see it in my intonation, you can see it in my in the story I'm giving you all. So let me just hear from you, Diary TV fam. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are people being too hard on her? Is the outrage fair, or should we all chill and show some compassion? Well, let's keep it respectful though, alright? Because like I said earlier, it could be something that was leaked, and this is even without her permission. So please, let's keep it respectful. Now let's move to the next segment and talk about the bigger picture behind all this noise. Well, the bigger picture, privacy, faith, and actually social media, that's what I'm bringing up next. Well, now let's take a step back and get real for a minute. This story isn't just about one viral video, right? It's touching on some massive issues that affect all of us in 2025. Let's break it down into three big themes, like privacy, faith, and the wild world of social media. First up, let me start off with privacy. Now, Ghana Web said it's best. This story shows the ugly clash between personal privacy and public curiosity. We live in a time where anything, a photo, a text, a video can go viral in seconds. Yes, because what we have, our phones are digital. Yes, any little mistake, any little malfunction, even sometimes our devices malfunctions. Bam! Everything is on the net. Everything, even though it's not even someone that blackmailed you. Your phone can just begin to malfunction and you have everything on the net just like that. So for me, it's even a no-no for you to have those kind of videos on your phone. It's wrong. It is wrong for you to have those kind of videos on your device because anything can go wrong. Your phone can develop a fault and you have to take it to the engineer. You don't know if the engineer knows someone that knows you, that hates you and wants to blackmail you and wants to see your downfall. You don't know all these things. So, well, once it's out there, it's almost impossible to pull it back, and that's the truth. This young woman didn't ask for a private moment to be broadcast to the world, and now her life's under a microscope. It's a wake-up call for all of us to lock down our devices. Be careful who we trust and think twice before sharing anything sensitive, guys. Yes, that is it. Most of you will actually do these things and you'll be like, babe, see, that. In fact, if you're dating a guy and the person has even put a ring on your finger, even though it's your husband, see, as for me, I can't share those kind of things because they said once bitten, twice shy, right? And it's only a foolish person. After seeing everything, all this kind of things go around the net, you will still use your own hand and send your nudes to someone. Then you say that, oh, I trust this person. You are doing yourself because one day is one day. You are not that person is not you. An issue can just come up and the person use that as a threat to your life. Yes. Well, next up, let's talk about faith. Well, being a pastor's kid is no joke. It comes with pressure to live up to a certain image. Now, people expect you to be their perfect example of holiness. But let's be real. Nobody's perfect, for real. This situation is a test for religious communities. How do you handle a scandal like this? Some folks are quick to judge, saying things like she's a disgrace to her father's ministry, but others are actually pushing back, saying the church should show love and support her family through this. I mean, isn't compassion a core part of faith? Well, Ghana Web mentioned that some Christians are actually calling for forgiveness, and I think that's actually powerful, Finally, social media. This is the king of all. Platforms like X are actually amplifying this story to the max. Posts about the video are racking up millions of views and the hype is real. It's entertaining, sure, but it's also a reminder of the power and danger of these platforms. One click can change someone's life forever. We've all seen viral stories before, but this one hits different because it's so personal. It makes you wonder, are we consuming content responsibly or are we feeding into the chaos? Well, before I wrap it up this segment, let's do a quick reflection, yeah? Have you ever thought about how fast something can spread online or how you'd feel if something private about you went viral? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading every single one already. Let's move to our final segment and talk about what's next for this story. Now here is where I bring it to a closing, guys. So where do we go from here? As of today, May 17, 2025, this story is still unfolding and the internet is watching closely. Now the pastor hasn't made a public statement. Well, I guess it's because, he's still in shock. And I'm very, very sure he doesn't have the right words to use yet because this has thrown every family member of his into great jeopardy right now. So please, let us not just expect him to speak about it soon. Let the whole trauma settle in first. You understand? So, yes, and honestly, we don't even know if he will. That's just the truth. If I'm even the one, I would really not have anything to say because, man, what do I want to say? What do I actually want to, where do I want to start from, The young woman at the center of this is probably laying low, trying to process this invasion of her privacy. Well, Ghana Web reported that people are waiting for her family to respond, but I'm thinking they might actually need some time to deal with this behind closed doors, which is actually the truth. What's next for the church? Will this drama blow over, or will it have a lasting impact on the pastor's leadership? Of course. At some point it is, but I don't know. As for his daughter, how does she move forward after something so personal was exposed? I can't imagine how tough this is for her, honestly, and I hope she's surrounded by love and support right now. Well, let's talk about the bigger picture one last time. This story is a reminder that behind every viral video, there's actually a real person with feelings, a family, and of course a life. It's easy to get caught up in, the gist and the share, the latest tease, but we've got to ask ourselves one question. Are we adding to someone's pain or are we showing empathy? My challenge to you, Diary TV fans, is to be kind online and actually offline. Well, so what do you think will next? What do you think will happen next? Will the pastor speak out? Will he speak out? Will he speak out? Yes, I am asking you guys that question. Will the church rally around the family? Well, drop your predictions in the comments and let's keep this convo going. If you love this deep dive, give us a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share this video with your squad. Follow Diary TV on all our social medias for more trending stories, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay blessed, stay kind, and of course, I am out of here. Okay, one more thing before I actually step out from the outro right now. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to actually reply to some questions, and if you have an idea of this story, more ideas coming in, or probably you are linked up with this person, maybe the pastor himself, the daughter, please, I'd love to see your comments in the comment section below. All right, peace out guys. We remain Diary TV. Bye.